What's going on, everybody? This is John J Gaming on the mic here, coming at you with a brand new episode of the Gore Pirates Dynasty, utilizing the Oklahoma High School football mod within NCAA 14. We have a decent record right now. We're sitting at 2-2 for the moment, but we're taking on a pretty tough team here to open up for a sectional play. We are taking on the Cougars of Ada High School, a team that beat us pretty handily last year, and Ada at least seems like they have the better team on paper. Ada has a B- overall squad, and we're only a C- squad ourselves, not to mention the Oklahoma High School football experts. Well, they are going to be rocking with Ada today, even though they have a slew of injuries, particularly at the running back position. Now, what we've seen so far this year is that after we win a game, we end up losing a game. So maybe we can end up getting a win here today to try to restore the balance, so to speak. But Ada is currently riding a 2-game losing streak. So maybe we're catching them at the right time because we are here at home and we want to come out on top. So should be exciting for a sectional matchup, and I hope you guys are excited for it as well. If you are, make sure you go ahead, smack that like button, and then also hit that subscribe button as well if you have to be brand new to the channel. Let's go ahead and dive right into it on the field, and let's see if we can start for a sectional play out at 1-0. Let's get it, boys. So let's go ahead and get things officially underway. Kickoff is coming your way now as we'll take on the Panthers of Ada. And this is not the start that we are looking for at all. Flowers down the sideline. He's looking to take it all the way. Can anyone catch him? Waters does. But Chris Miller, the senior quarterback for this Ada's Cougar squad, well, he's going to have some great field position to work through, as Ada will start off practically they actually are in the red zone now, as they're going to look to pick up the first down quickly. Chris Miller, using that dual threat ability, able to pick up the first down. Just in time will be able to bring him down, but he wasn't there in the nick of time, as Ada will have a new set of downs to work through. But a couple plays later, we do get him to a 3rd and long, though. We'll see if we can keep Ada out of the end zone, as Miller looking to scramble out of the pocket, looking to try to go somewhere, but Chris Miller is eventually brought down by the linebacker, Brandon Berry. And so Ada had this great field position to start out, but couldn't do anything with it. So Ada will have to settle for the field goal after all. The short kick is up, and the 27-yard field goal attempt is good. As we do get some studio updates, Millwood, a team that we will play later this year, they lose, but they weren't the only top 25 team to lose. Leverford goes down 38-31. Lone Grove survives against Miami, so Miami will fall outside of that top 25. But not a great start for your Gore Pirates, as we ended up going 3 and out. So here we go. We'll see what Ada can do with their next drive, as Finley is going to stay with it there. Eventually gets hit from behind, but picks up a decent set of yards. A 5-yard gain on the play is going to set up 2nd and 5, as they'll throw over to the right-hand side and finds Wilson Flowers for a 28-yard grab. First down, Ada. And the Cougars are in striking distance of scoring. Miller looks end zone, and it's going to be broken up by Just in Time, who's going to stop the end zone for now. But they have a couple more plays. 2nd and goal for Miller, as they'll look to throw towards the end zone. Hollins is going to make the catch. He isn't in there just yet, but he's pretty darn close. However, Ada has not been very good on 3rd downs. We're looking to make it 0 for 2, as Miller lines up under center. He's going to drop back and is going to throw it away. Chris Miller is going to have 4th down, and a big decision time for the Cougars. One that will actually see Ada go for it. 4th and goal. Can your Gore Pirates get a stand? Chris Miller gets it out to Finley, and Kyle Finley will score. Touchdown, Ada. And the Cougars will take an early 10-0 lead. just not playing our brand of football to start this game out. Down 10-0, and things have not really gotten much better. We are already down 10-0, and we end up going 3 and out on our very next possession again. So it's been that type of game for your Gore Pirates here in this 4A sectional action. Eventually, I think our defense is just going to have to make a play here. Going to have to get a turnover or something. Get our offense going maybe, but it's been tough going. However, we do get Ada to a 3rd and 6 as Miller will drop back the pass, looking over to left hand side. Oh, we were there, but Jerron Hollins, he goes backwards. That's a high school kid making a high school mistake, and now it's 4th down. They only need 1 yard though. I imagine they'll run it. Looking over to the tight end who moves over to the right, and it's going to be a run up the gut for Finley, but has nowhere to go. Kyle Finley is going to be denied, and that's the play that we needed from our defense. The Gore Pirates are going to be set up at about midfield. So let's see if they can finally do something here as Matt Gimentar set up the play action. Looks over the middle. He's got Durant. And Jake Durant, the tight end, is going to finish this first quarter off on an extremely high note, actually, as we'll see Ada up 10-0, but your Gore Pirates are on a drive, quickly working to end the goose eggs. So let's go ahead and jump into the second quarter of action as Matt Gimentar is going to hand it off to Vita St. Louis, who runs through a defender, doesn't have the best vision, but man, can he run over a defender at any given moment. We'll see if he gets yet another carry here as it sets up the option. Matt Gimentar tries to pitch it out to Mason Smith, but that option was well covered. So it makes this 3rd down much harder to pick up. 3rd and 7 coming up as Matt Gimentar drops back. Tries to throw it out to Jackson Durant, but the pressure is going to force our freshman kicker and Jake Hills. He'll have to come on and take this field goal attempt, and he's able to knock it right through. So the Gore Pirates are on the board. Well, we check in on Olasso taking on Capitol Hill. Olasso's up 14-0, but we'll see what Capitol Hill could do to maybe cause some spiciness within our conference, right? But we got to worry about our game, though. We are not playing very well at all. Down by a touchdown to this Ada squad. The slow start has been killing us so far today. As Ada will look to pick up 1st down on the ground, they're going to hand it off to Finley. And Finley's going to break a couple of tackles before finally being brought down from behind from about the 45-yard line. And so Ada looks to have another drive going. Miller dropping back a couple of plays later. Looks over to the left-hand side, but it's going to be intercepted. Zaire Joseph able to make a big-time play on the ball. And the Gore Pirates, well, they're going to be taking over. But can we take advantage of the interception, though? 3rd and 5 coming up. We got trips to the right. Gimentar looks over the middle, finds Casey Shiverly, who's going to pick up 14. 1st down for the Pirates. And let's see if we can string some good plays together as Matt Gimentar facing some pressure. Man, Ada has done a great job today of really keeping Matt Gimentar in the pocket. And now they look at a 3rd and long. Gimentar dropping back. He's going to set up the halfback screen. Can Vita St. Louis get to the 1st down? Yes, he does. The 1st down is picked up. And now we got 1st and 10. Gimentar getting ready to go to work once again as Matt is going to look over to the left-hand side, trying to dump it off. This pressure has been absolutely relentless, though. So we got to get some big throws here. And unfortunately, I don't think Matt Gimentar is on his game necessarily. He misses that one. And a pass rushing dream. A 3rd and 10 coming up. We're going to send 5 receivers out into the field as Matt Gimentar faces pressure right away, but does find Jody Gentry. Welcome to the show, Jody. He's going to pick up an 18-yard grab. That's big. That is so incredibly big. We needed that in the very worst way. A couple of plays later as Gore looks to tie it up. As Matt looks over the middle. and finds Jake Durant. The tight end is going to tie it up. Touchdown, Pirates! Matt Gimitar staring down the barrel of the gun, but he showed his cojones on that one. As now we got a tie ball game, and we're starting to pick things back up as well. We force Ada to go 3 and out, so a minute left to play here in this first half. Let's see what we can do here as Jody Gentry is going to hang on and make that catch, get inside the 25-yard line. And you know what? We're feeling a little spicy. Let's go to work here. Let's set up our no-huddle offense. As Matt quickly gets his guys over to the line, a 5-wide set. Gimitar drops back, is going to dump it off to Beef Wellington, who does get out of bounds and also pick up that first down as well. That should stop the clock at 54 seconds. So we can actually get this running game going if we want to. And sure enough, Vita St. Louis picks up 9. And it's not us that's going to take the timeouts. It's actually going to be Ada. Head coach for the Ada Cougars does not like what he sees on this drive, and he's going to hate it even more after we pick up the first down with Vita St. Louis. So first and goal coming up inside the 5-yard line. We're going to finish the deal as Matt Gimitar works his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Pirates! And the Gore Pirates are going to take the lead. 17 unanswered points to end the first half, as your Gore Pirates will carry a 17-10 lead into the third quarter. So a strong finish to the end of the first half. We're looking to finish the deal here in the second half of action. We're going to go ahead and receive the kickoff. We deferred to the second half as Dalton Barrettine is looking to cook here down the sideline. No penalty flag in sight, so we will start this next drive off at about midfield. Let's see if we can carry some momentum here. We do have 2 touchdowns on the last couple of drives. Can we go 3 for 3? But we almost had the drive end instantly. Edward Fields Jr. honestly should have had an interception there. So very fortunate that we are still here with the ball in our hands. And this time around, Matt Gimitar does end up making a better decision. So a 3rd and short coming up. The whole playbook is in our hands right now. We're looking to be aggressive here on 3rd and short as Matt Gimitar thought about sending it downfield for a second, but saw an opening up created by our offensive line, so just took the easy yards, and hey, the drive is still going to continue. Got to get back to good old-fashioned Gore Pirates football. Got to get that running game established. And I think that's starting to happen here. 2nd and short coming up as Matt Gimitar will drop back to pass again, looking over to right-hand side. Oh, we had Jackson Durant open there on the side, but we just didn't get enough air on that ball. That could have been a touchdown, but instead, we're looking at a 3rd and short. Just going to try to run for the first down, and Vita St. Louis is actually brought down behind the line of scrimmage. Robbie Hall was able to get that penetration, and you know what? Let's go ahead and risk it for the biscuit here. Only a couple of yards. We're going to go for it. Gimitar looks to the left-hand side, but the timing was off. So David Mixon was going to be able to go ahead and break this pass up. And now Ada will take over. The Ada Cougars are looking to tie this ball game up after the turnover on downs. And they'll start with Chris Miller dropping back and finding the fullback, Osuna. Zach Osuna able to get out of the backfield for a first down. But can they create plays off of that, though? Seems like we have our answer, seeing that they're having to deal with a 3rd and long, and they have not picked up a first down off of a 3rd down conversion. Easton Lynn is going to make sure that continues. So Ada, they're going to have to continue to punt this ball, and Gore playing defensively, playing a lot better in this second half. And special teams going to get involved here as well, because Dalton Barrettine, he's going to get a little shaky with it. Makes a couple of guys miss. Great return again by Dalton Barrettine. We got to take advantage of the good field position that's being created by our special teams right now. That hasn't happened yet, but things can always change on a dime. As Vita St. Louis, man, how about this kid? Able to create something out of nothing. Able to get a 6-yard gain. I thought we were going to be dropped behind the line of scrimmage with ease. That did not happen, though. So a 2nd and 4 instead, as that will get our play action game going. We got a man open downfield, and there's the man that we've been looking for, Jackson Durant. He kind of has been well covered all day today, but you can't cover our number one receiver, at least not forever. Jackson Durant, one of those receivers that plays higher than what his overall says. Hopefully that leads him to some college looks some days, but Matt Gimatar is going to look to finish this drive off strongly as Jake Durant will pick up the first down for us. So now 1st and 10, firmly inside the red zone as Gimatar will drop back, looks over the middle, and Jody Gentry. Oh, baby, you had the ball in your hands. Well, unfortunately, you drop it, though. So a 2nd and 10 instead, as Gimatar will again drop back, tries to get out to Mason Smith. He actually will haul it in. The freshman fullback able to get the job done this time around, but will be facing a 3rd and short. Gimatar out in the open space is going to hand the ball up the gut to Vita St. Louis, but Vita St. Louis cannot get the first down. We will wisen up this time around and settle for a field goal. But yeah, man, feels like a missed opportunity. Just kind of leaving Ada to hang around a little bit more than what we're honestly comfortable with. You hate to see it. So here we are late in the 3rd quarter as Chris Miller is looking to get his Ada Cougars back in the game. Might have to rely on those legs a little bit more because, man, did he certainly gash us on the ground. Took a little bit longer than expected to bring him down. But a play action here, though. We send the blitz, and that almost was broken up by Zaire Joseph. He was just a little late, though. So now Ada sits at about midfield as the Cougars are looking to drop back the pass. Dumps it off to Allen, and Allen will be brought down by the sophomore sensation, Porter Lindstrid. But a 3rd and short coming up. The world is their oyster. But 3rd downs have been a problem for Ada. We'll see if we can continue to stop the drives. 3rd and short. Looking over the middle, and oh, did just in time get burnt. But thankfully, we got bailed out by that mistake, as that will take us to the end of the 3rd quarter, actually. Gore is going to carry a 20-10 lead. We're going to finish the job with those 20 unanswered points since Ada took that initial lead. So here we are, a chance to finish the job as we'll go ahead and see Ada go to work. They're going to go ahead. We're going to get started here with a dump off to Mason Smith. Really wanting that first down, and the officials are going to give it to him. Let's go, baby. Mason Smith doesn't touch the ball very much, but man, when he does, he's just such a hard worker. I think he's going to fit in very well with this varsity team here at Gore High. So that being said, 20-10 is your score as Vita St. Louis is going to get the halfback screen. Just moving the ball steadily down this field. But can we sustain drives? That's been an issue for us today as we're going to try to pick it up with the 5 wide set. Matt Gimatar dropping back the pass. We got a man open over the middle. Oh, Beef Wellington, you got to bring that in for me, baby. You got to bring that pass in for me, big guy. Unfortunately, that means we have to punt the ball instead, so you hate to see it. But now Ada takes over with 5 minutes left. And boy, do they need a score on this drive. Probably 2 possessions left in this game. So if they don't score on this drive, it might be barbecue chicken for the Ada Cougars. Gerard Hollins is going to get started with a nice first down reception, as I'll get him to about the 35-yard line. Of course, they will no, they're not going to pass it with Chris Miller. They're actually going to call a quarterback draw. I was not expecting that. Good play by our defense, though, to make sure that not a significant amount of yardage is picked up. But now a 3rd and 8 coming up. Miller needing to go back to the well for the quarterback draw, but much more prepared this time. 4th down. They chose to punt the ball away, and that was not a good decision because we literally ran out the rest of his clock. So the Gore Pirates are going to become your wieners. They are going to win 20-10, and we overcome our slow start. Alright guys, so it was a big time performance for our team. Feels good to get that get back game against Ada, man. And it was a good game all around, I would say. Starting with our passing game, Matt Jimitar was efficient with those 25 pass attempts, had a 6% completion percentage, 203 yards, and a passing touchdown. Played a really clean game overall, one in which we actually won the turnover battle, so you love to see that. We did kind of struggle to get our ground game going though. Vita St. Louis did not have a lot going on the ground, but Matt Jimitar again found the end zone for us. He had 6 carries for 25 yards in the game, while Vita St. Louis had most of the rushing yards, having about 90. For the receivers, meanwhile, Jake Durant had a big day today with 4 catches, 60 yards, and a touchdown. A few other guys did end up having multiple catches, but we did a pretty good job overall of spreading that football around, I would say. And of course, defensively, we played one of the better games of our entire season. Easton Wynn once again showed that he was a top-notch player, having 7 total tackles, all of which were solos. Brandon Berry, Justin Time, Zaire Joseph. Zaire Joseph had 4 tackles. And speaking of Zaire Joseph, shout out to him for making that big time play as well, getting that interception and being a part of that 10 toes down movement as well. He made an NFL interception. It would have counted there too. Now, for Brandon Berry, he actually got a sack today. He did get a sack, but then we also got Savion Simmons, who did get a sack as well. I think this was the first time where we ended up having multiple sacks in a single game, so our pass rush is also trending in the right direction, I would think. So even though we got to a little bit of a slower start in our non-conference play, we at least get to the good start that matters the most. 1-0 in 4A sectional play. And now we look to continue to build off of that as we try to get to that 2-0 in the next episode, where we go on the road to take on this Collinsville Cardinals squad. We're looking to get to that 4-2 record as we approach the halfway part in the season. But it should be a good one either way. I hope you enjoyed this episode. It's been a fun season too. I've been really enjoying this thus far, and I'm glad that you're enjoying the series. And another way you can show that you're enjoying the series is go ahead and do a couple of things for me. Go ahead and smack that like button, and then also hit that subscribe button as well if you happen to be brand new to the channel. This is John J Gaming on the mic signing off. Hoping you guys are all out there having a good one. Take care, everybody.